on the air. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Atlanta Falcons. On the visitor sideline, Washington head coach Dan Quinn. These guys have won 2 straight since dropping the opener a few weeks back. On the other side, Falcons head coach Raheem Morris. These guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn things around in front of the... The veteran punter Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. Gets around him. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Here's Daniels. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
And the Washington 1st down.
Throwing now is Daniels. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Daniels looking to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line.
16 yards. 1st down, Washington.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll send Brown in motion right. And he'll do it here on the touch pass. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Falcons, nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at the southpaw, who will be calling the plays under center.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that was something last week resolves itself this time around.
A gain of 7 brings up second down.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Now Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That's good for a Falcons first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the air, Penix. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of catches, 74 yards and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Penix. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The Falcons are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned, because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a gain of 6.
Looking to throw, Penix. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to him.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Samuel in motion. Now Daniels. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Running on first. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one? And it's Washington that scoops it out. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
So here is Washington now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And remember, this is a running back that fumbled on the previous drive. Unfortunately for them, nothing came of it. And I think when that happens, sometimes coaches can lean a little more on forgive and forget. So he's right back out there and running again.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Commanders.
They go play action. Daniels trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Looking to put a drive together. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
On the stop. 2 yards on the pickup.
They'll throw with Penix. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Buying time to his left. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 jump plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And looking to throw, Penix. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Dances by him. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the Washington offense heading out. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To throw is Daniels. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To the air goes Daniels. A quick throw there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Daniels on the screen. This is Eckler. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. Back deep, Ray McLeod. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So out come the Falcons now. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
A gain of 6. That's good for our Falcons. 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. The escapability in evidence there is that one. Good for 15 and a first.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for our Falcons. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson. Making a stop that time, Bobby Wagner. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 2nd down and 8. to throw here. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before break. Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. So a tight one so far. 1-point game at the break as we check in with Scott Hansen in our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. Oh, good move. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know what I think the defense is saying back to them? Why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And caught by London. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Daniels. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. That was one I kind of saw coming, charge. That free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, He can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they will only muster a yard here at the 38. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll go play action here with Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd down at the 28-yard line.
Looking to throw. And a dump off here to Robinson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. That is caught. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Falcons, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Again, it'll be Robinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half, and that trend is continuing here.
They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Falcons, 14. Commanders, 7.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the 2nd half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Shifts by him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
The Washington 1st down.
Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Daniels. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. Still going. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side, you know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Now Penix. Staying on his feet. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Handoff now to Robinson. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and
Robinson with another carry. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And here we go on the next drive for Washington. The fumble recovery certainly has put them in the driver's seat. 1st and 10, all tied here in the fourth. Following the fumble recovery, Daniels. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
a gain of 13 yards. First down, Washington.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
2nd and 3 from the 9.
Terry McLaurin. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Play action, now it's Daniels. They'll get this out wide to Eckler. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And less than a yard.
Daniels going to try to sneak. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Eckler now between the tackles. Stopped short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get all the way to the end zone. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Daniels going to try to sneak, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, 3rd and goal from the 1, and they go quarterback sneak, and they expected a surge up front. The surge came from the defense.
Yeah, it looked like there was no surprise defensively. They were ready.
Yeah, totally stacked it up, unable to get it on 3rd down.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talking about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And here now come the Falcons. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 24-yard line.
Here's Penix. Into the hands of London. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Drake London. That's a gain of 7.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the 1st.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. And he'll be out right at the 35. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. David Onyemata breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Daniels. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And that will be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down 17-14. A little under a minute 50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. He's got Mooney. 2nd and 6 coming up. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brings up 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. Locates Mooney on the out route. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first.
It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Short throw caught by Pitts. Here comes 2nd down.
Kyle Pitts. A 2-yard gain.
Back to throw. Right back to Pitts again. An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4.
Kyle Pitts. It's a gain of 3.
He's back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That's another Falcons first down.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Clock at 24 seconds. Here comes 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
And now he clocks it with 19 seconds remaining. Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed.
Taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So the first chance of this overtime will go to Washington as we are back underway. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense set to take over. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. So they get a traffic there, and that's complete. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Daniels looking to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. Busts through the tackle. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's Tressway now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be Falcon football. Looking to put a drive together. They'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in the event, the extra speed.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
The previous play is under review.
And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Falcons are going to win the game. Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So for the Falcons, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they will try to get back in the swing.